We are the masters of the movieverse. And I am Anthony. This is Norman. We got the producer, Mario.
Hello.
What's up, everybody?
And, we're here to talk about some movies. That's what we do. Today, we're going to be talking about post-apocalyptic.
I just watched that.
28 days later. Yeah, this is, classic, zombie apocalypse type movie. I think, I don't know, what makes this stand out is probably, number one, well, actually, it doesn't really stand out because it starts out kind of the same way The Walking Dead started out, Guy ends up in the hospital, wakes up, and everything's already
When I watched this, I thought this was the vampire one that I watched, too.
Yeah.
The other one is, what's the vampire one?
28 weeks later? Or
Something like that.
Is that a different?
No.
Yeah, but there's one that's vampires and then there's one that's zombies. Like, this was the zombie one. I watched both of them because I didn't know what... I thought this was a sequel.
Oh, 30 Days a Night.
30 Days a
Yeah,
Night.
yeah,
I watched that one and then I watched this. I thought they were together, but they're totally different movies.
all right, yeah.
I thought it was a sequel.
Well, there's another one called 28 Days, too, with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah,
She's a recovering addict or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this one, one of the things that stands out is obviously it's got, and we could. This is definitely a conversation for another top 20 list, but fast zombies versus slow zombies. That's one thing. And actually,
what?
huh?
What'd you say?
Fast zombies versus slow zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing that's. But then again, this isn't. Supposedly they're not really zombies. It's like it's a virus, like the rage they call it.
Yeah, because they were like throwing up and stuff.
Yeah, so
in the face.
Yeah, I mean it's of all my favorite zombie movies, this is probably kind of lower on the list. I'd say. Well, I won't get into the list of it, but it's got some good things about it. Like first of all, what they did with London, like how they made that like empty, it was like incredible. And the zombies were pretty creepy. I mean, all the infected or whatever, the red eyes. I thought that was pretty different. It was different. It was a little bit
the
of
red eyes and throw some water on and make them sweaty because I don't want to use the makeup because it costs more money. So let's make them.
That's right.
sweaty.
Yeah, that's true too. They didn't have to use all the zombie decay and
why
stuff.
would zombies sweat? Zombies don't sweat. It doesn't make any sense. So, but it looks good though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, that's kind of why though. I didn't like.
It looks like a vampire.
I'd rather see some good like zombie effects. You know what I mean?
Like maybe a cheek hanging off. And,
yeah. And they were all like that shit. I wasn't really. So it was a good movie. I like how they did the apocalypse. How the like soldiers that were like kind of left straggling would probably be the ones like turn into thugs. You know what I mean? They did. So good decent zombie type apocalypse movie, but it landed on number 8 for me. Rain of Fire, love this movie. Have you seen this?
I think so.
All right, so this is one of. All right, first of all, it's definitely original because it's a dragon apocalypse. All right, so we got you got your zombie apocalypse, you got your virus, you get your vampire apocalypse. Now we got the dragon apocalypse. Right. First of all, probably the baddest ass looking zombies up till before Game of Thrones came around.
Dragons, you mean?
Dragons. Did I say zombies?
I
did say zombies.
Well, Dragon Slayer's dragon would look pretty good too, and that was made in the 80s.
That was a long time. Yeah.
If I saw it again, that was.
But
if
you see this thing, like the way it moved and stuff, man, they did a really good job of it.
Is it animatronics or was it special effects?
I think it's CGI. I think it had to be. It had to be. It wasn't. It definitely was. I don't think it was animatronics. And not only the zombie. I mean, I keep saying, why do I keep calling them zombies? Dragons. The dragons were badass. Matthew McConaughey was badass. I mean, you never see this guy all jacked up like this. And, I mean, not to. I'm just saying,
He really got me.
In the most profound heterosexual way possible.
Yes. But no, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was waiting for that. No, but I mean, I just never seen him in play this kind of part. Like he's just like an adrenaline junkie type, like all jacked up and like intense. So anyway, the Christian Bale, he leads this little this community.
I think I remember this movie.
Yeah, they live in like an old castle, like in I think it's in England or something, and they're like dwindling down. The dragons are just there's no way to. I don't think any of them ever beat a dragon. No, they didn't. At this point, they don't know anybody that's killed a dragon. Like, the dragons are just they're overpowering everybody. And then one day, Matthew McConaughey, he's like the
yeah,
of this,
that's
like
right.
a Ahmed Column.
He's
with,
like, I can
tanks
kill a
and shit.
dragon.
Yeah, well, he's got, he's wearing like dragon claws, and they're looking
Yeah.
at that, and they're like, holy shit. And yeah, he just rolls into town. He's kind of like badass, and like he almost like comes in and just takes over. Like not so much takes it over at first, but they can see like if this guy like got those intentions. Like he could if he wants. Like he's saying they're just gonna roll on. After they just needed someone to stay. But yeah, I mean, and it just goes on from there where, I think there's a dragon attack while they're there, and they see how they do it. Like they use radar, and they triangulate. Like they send the people out on the motorcycles, and they throw like a transponder there, and they're actually going at it with a helicopter. Like she was a helicopter pilot, and it was just really interesting because then after like the whole dragon thing, with the big battle, and it was pretty intense. Then you got the alpha male clash between these two. Like he's trying to protect his village, but at the same time, this guy could end up being their best chance to actually stop killing these things. You know what I mean? So there's a lot going on in this movie. With great special effects. It was a really it had that dark gritty feel to it. So really, really different. Once again, it's another original. I like original ideas. Like, how many times can you watch a virus, apocalypse movie or a zombie apocalypse? If you get creative with that, and then you can build off of there. I think so. Really, really good movie. It's my number 7. Moving on, Dawn of the Dead, the remake. All right, and the reason why
Not George Romero's.
No, and I just only because
You don't shop at the mall.
it's different. Well, it's just I don't know. I mean, I got to tell you, you could probably interchange either one. I mean, George,
Is this the one with
the difference is it just holds a
the
place in
guy
my
from
heart.
Pulp Fiction with the cut in the back of his neck?
Oh, Ving Rhames, yeah,
He's in this, right? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm not going to argue with you. Yeah, no, it was
a
based on the thing, But once again, now you get that fast zombie versus slow zombie thing, And there's, I don't have a problem with either one, really.
I think the fast ones are more scary.
It's more intense. Like it's more like there's like I don't know. It's just ups the ante a little bit.
It does,
you know what I mean? And that's why I picked because all right. So I've always been like zombie movies has been like one of my favorites. I mean, always. And the George Romero, obviously, all his movies. Well, the first 2 really. I mean, after that, some of his stuff. Yeah, some of his stuff after that. I mean, it was a little over.
Who made
top.
Zombie? Who made the movie
That
Zombie?
was I think it was an Italian. I want to say it was an Italian.
That was like
director.
a 70-something. I actually have that.
It was either an Italian director or it might have been even an Australian. It's definitely like a foreign director, like a foreign. Right? Yeah, I want to say it might have been. I think it was Italian. Who's that famous Italian director that does all the horror? Did like Suspiria and I can't think of his name. But I don't want to get off track, but yeah, I mean, it's a good point. I mean, George Romero, how do you rate this over that? I think it's because like I had been this was really, I want to say like the first time you seen the Fast Zombies, was it?
No, I saw Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version. I think I saw that when I was a kid.
Fast
I saw
Zombie?
Fast. I'm saying like the fast one.
Oh, they were fast in this?
Yeah, in the remake.
Were they running?
Dawn of the
I don't
Remake.
remember.
I remember the opening scene was awesome.
Well, that's what. Yeah, that's when it was like wow, like because if you asked me before I saw this movie, I would have been dead set against Fast Zombies. You know what I mean? Like
I just think they're more scary.
That's it. Just yeah.
You got 6 of them coming at you.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
sucks.
I mean, there's something to be said for either one. Like Night of the Living Dead, the original. You couldn't have that with Fast Zombies. You couldn't. Just the way the tension just built, and like every time they look out the window, it was like first they see that white guy like the Undertaker dude like that
They're
chase them.
Yeah. Oh shit, they got you. Fast enough.
But it's the same thing with Walking Dead. Like, there's no really, unless it's a horde and you're stuck in a corner. Like, I'll go outside with a baseball bat. I'll take out 100 of them.
No,
You could, what are you scared for?
Yeah.
But in reality, it's just creepy.
But when they run, like in World War Z or I Am Legend, when they run in packs, that's freaking scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bat my ass. I'm running.
Yeah. But you could do it right. I mean, if you could still make it scary with the slow ones. Like I said, like you have to like have a plan and act out. You can't just sit in a house, you know, like in Night of the Living Dead. That's what happened. Like it was like, oh, there's only a couple of them, you know, let's just sit here and see what happens. And then like towards the end of the movie, you got hundreds of them out there, and they're just relentless. They're gonna keep coming. So all it takes is one of them to grab you. You know, yeah, you can just run through, bomb and weave, and smack them in the head with a freaking.
Well, they should have left the house a long time ago.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know. But it's just like, yeah, it was good for tension building. But like this was, you know, I've just been watching them my whole life, zombie movies, loved them, and when this just blew me away. You know, it was just see how scary, like you said, how scary it is when you got this not that guy. When they're coming at you like that, they're coming flying around the corner like that. Yeah, it's that. It just ups the ante so much. So definitely. This one like brought that to life. Like it really like kind of started that trend. And that's why then you get the 28 days later and everybody.
We would have to probably do that on a different segment because the downfall with running zombies, like I don't believe they can run because they're dead.
Well, I'd say maybe
the muscle fibers are not working correctly.
I think they could start out that way, and then as stuff just starts to decompose. Right, I mean, you got to slow down.
Like a fresh one, like
this guy. One. Yeah, like that one right there. How's he running?
There's got to be like freshly dead, like the guy over there. I can believe, but as they start rotting away and your muscle deteriorates, there's no way you're jogging around.
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense. That's silly.
So yeah, that's definitely I guarantee we're gonna have a zombie segment sometime. All right, now I got a little star on this. I Am Legend, and now if it was just this movie, this might not even make my top 20. To be honest with you. Yeah. I mean, it might, but number one, this was a book that I read and that I loved it, and the other movie I'll get into it. So this movie. The sets were incredible, you know. Like the fact that they did this, right here, was like, you know. I
like this movie.
I liked it. I did.
I thought I mean, I knew it weren't zombies, but the affected people were creepy as shit.
Well, see, with me, that's what killed it for me. You know, I thought up to the part, and up to the part where he goes into that building
with the dog.
He chases the dog chases the deer in there, and he goes in there, and even that whole scene, like when he's like got the flashlight, and he's trying to like not see, and it's like it's so intense, and then you see them all, and even when you see them all there, they're all like huddled and they're like,
that was creepy.
That was sick too,
because they're like waiting for it to be dark, just waiting. Yeah, that was creepy.
And then, what? Right there, that's killed me. It was just.
Oh,
it just did not look. Yeah, it looked
I know
fake.
You're talking about. Too much. Yeah,
the CGI sucked.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
This is one of the you know.
They look better in the dark.
Yeah,
because you can't see it as much.
But even like I don't know the facial expressions. Like I don't know. It was just I didn't like it, and it really took away from what could have been a really, really good movie. I think there had to be something else.
Maybe the money, or maybe the team.
I don't know. Team. I mean, there had to be some other way to do this. I mean, somebody didn't look at this and say, "Well, oh my God, this sucks." Like nobody said that. Like I don't get it. But I whatever.
Will was in the room and. What do you think? Will, it's good, right?
Well, you know what? He actually there was a story about it recently. Like he complained that he wanted to hit like 80 million in the first weekend, and he was pissed off because they only made like 78 or something like that. It was something weird, you know. But I mean, you know,
there's two endings on this, though. You know that, right?
Yeah. I know.
So the sequel they're gonna make is gonna be based on the other ending.
Oh, all right.
Obviously, because he lived in that one. So
yeah.
That table ends like a drum.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're doing it. So yeah, I mean that's what killed it for me. But now, like I said, this number 5 is shared through all this. So this story, I Am Legend, was remade. Was created 3 times. They made it in 3 different movies. All right. So this was the last one, and probably the least close to the book too. You know, it did have as good, like I said, it did have as good scenes in it. So this was the first one. This is the original. Vincent Price, The Last Man on Earth. This was probably closest to the book. But this also, I mean, you got some good things in this movie. You got Vincent Price, who, you know, this is like in the 60s. This is like the heart of his, like, you know, this is like the peak of his, you know, just being like the horror legend.
He is horror.
Yeah, right. You know, and it's really creepy. Like just the overtones of the movie were just really like, just kind of creepy. They were not.
What was his name? They kept to call his name and everything.
It was Neville. Was it Neville?
Barry. Oh, was it?
Oh,
Rob. Well, I don't know.
No, it wasn't Robert though. It wasn't Robert Neville. It was
They call
yeah.
his name.
Yeah. I know.
They could talk. The zombies could talk.
Yeah. Well, they were actually supposed to be like vampires. But they weren't like vampires in the sense that like you think of them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, but they were so. All right. So we got the fast versus the slow again. You got the slow zombies, fast zombies. In this, the different the different like movies based on this book. You had fast versions and slow versions. So you get the fast ones in I Am Legend, and in this one they were really slow, and that's the one part that I didn't like in this one too. Is they screwed that up too because, all right. So this it was the same premise though. He's got the house. He locks himself in during the day. He's out rummaging and taking everything he wants and killing vampires. He just hunts them down, kills as many as he can. That's his whole point. He's trying to clear the whole area so there's none of them come out at night. Because every night he goes home and he just gets harassed by them. They're all surrounding his house.
Oh, so they know where he lives.
Yeah, they know.
I Am Legend. They didn't know.
It's actually in this. One of them is his neighbor. He became. That's the guy that keeps calling his name. Yeah, one of them was his neighbor.
It looks like a Twilight Zone episode.
But yeah, kind of. Yeah, but and that's the problem is those are the zombies. Those are like the vampires. They're like just like really goofy and.
They weren't zombies. They were vampires.
They were vampires. Yeah, like I said, they weren't vampires in the sense. It was just a virus that created them. And it's not. Yeah, like they're not like the classic idea of a vampire. Yeah. They were slow moving. They were kind of more like zombies. Like they acted like zombies. Like he would run through them and they would like try to grab him and he'd push him away. But they had like the garlic. He had garlic hung all around his house. Mirrors. They didn't like mirrors. So it had.
They didn't like mirrors.
No, so it had like some of those vampire characteristics. But
oh yeah, he put the mirrors. Did he put them outside?
He put them outside the wall. Yeah, but they would just smash them. Yeah. So then you got. So this was probably the closest stayed truest to the book, except for like towards the end. Oh no, I think the ending of this one was kind of like it. But then this was the one that I first saw, and I just remember watching. This used to come on like Saturday mornings sometimes, and I don't know what it was. I just loved this movie, and it's because of that the whole thing where during the day. It's kind of like where like in Dawn of the Dead, like they're just going through the mall. You can get whatever you want. It's like a shopping spree. That's what he did. Like during the day, it was like a kid in a candy store. He was out just getting everything. He's got nice cars and everything else. Then at night, the things come out. And this one, so we had the running like weird CGI things. You got the zombie vampires things in.
Goofy.
Yeah, and then this one, I don't know what the hell. What is that? That's like 1960s night vision right there.
That's a giant red beam. Is that the first red beam?
And he's got a nice velour smoking jacket.
That's a velvet jacket.
And so these are the things. They weren't zombies. They were alive actually in this. And they just had some kind of disease. They were like albino like. Hippies or something like that. I don't know what the hell they were.
They got sunglasses. I mean,
Right,
chilling.
But yeah, so
They get along.
But so there was all the different things. But my point is, I kind of put them all here because I love the story.
What was wrong with them?
There was
Was it a virus?
I think it was, yeah.
So they're not a vampire. They're not a zombie. They're just sick.
They were alive. They were just they couldn't come out in the sun. The sun had killed them. And it was the same thing where Charlton Heston, he just boarded himself up in his house every night. These things would come after him, and just they knew where he lived too, and but the whole.
His face looked like he was gonna say something on that.
The whole point of the story is, it's called I Am Legend. The reason he's legend is because while this is like mankind evolving, kind of. That's what their point was, and they looked at him as the monster, because he's out there every night while he's killing all of them in their sleep. So he was like famous with not even just with this, but even with the other stories. But I don't know. I think what I liked about it was just being able to go out there and just get whatever you want. You stockpile it in. You just batten down the hatches and wait for morning again, and you got the run of the land. That little pea shooter. Yeah. All right. So number 4, Quiet Place. and we kind of touched on this earlier with the similarities to Bird Box. I just think this was a very well-made movie. I wouldn't think you could make this and be successful and have people like it when they can't talk. You know what I mean? It's like half the movie they're just talking and whispers and stuff, but the things they have to do to survive, you know, like the little crafty little things. And I thought that was that scene where she has to have a kid in a bathtub by herself without making any sound.
Right.
You know, that was just, it was like such a tense, there was like a lot of tense moments in there. And the creatures were pretty well made. I like how that was when they had that, they made that sound.
Well,
yeah,
the sound made that's
the hearing aid, the hearing aid, because that was their thing. There was just one big ear, like their head was one big ear, so that was what they used to defeat him. But you know, and I liked how like they had they put the beach sand down like on the path from town to the house, so that they could walk on the sand, so that the things didn't hear, you know. And the things were pretty fucking nasty. I mean, lightning fast.
But that kid, was that one of their kids? Was that a kid they would just be picked up and they would just?
No, that was their kid.
Was one of their kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so right off the bat, like one of the very first scenes, the thing comes and snatches the kid.
Yeah.
It was violent.
And that's rare for an American movie. Because American movies, they don't really kill. Yeah. Japanese, they kill kids all the time.
They didn't really show it because the thing was so fast.
Right, but still,
it just took them. Yeah.
But that's you know, that's in this day and age, that's normal now. But back in the '80s, you never killed kids like that.
No,
Japanese did it all the time.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, it was just
not that he died, but just the whole scene was just intense.
Yeah, he's fine. He's probably he's rich. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like the monsters. I like the concept. You know, it was just a pretty well-made movie, and it's like kept you on the edge of your seat the whole movie. That's what you want. So now we're getting into the top three, and these things all have one thing in common. Actually, two of them have two things in common. The top three all have one thing in common in the title. So Fury Road, and I just think this was the best one since like the originals. I think they did it better than like even like Thunderdome. And it stayed true to just the way they made that first, the second one really. You know, that's what the funny thing about this series is, like Road Warrior got big like before anybody ever even seen Mad Max.
Right. Yeah, that's the first one I saw.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I went to movies with my friend and saw that. I didn't even know it was a Mad Max.
No, I know, right?
I know that.
And
but I was impressed by the movie.
But the way they did this, you know, I think like even like some of like the way the action scenes were filmed, like they kind of they sped up the scenes a little bit sometimes, like the way they did it in the original. It just really had that feel of the original. You know, I keep saying the original, but the Road Warrior. And Tom Hardy, you know, I think he's really, really good actor, and he played this perfect. You know, and the villains were just like little over the top, not as much as some of the ones like say in Thunderdome.
I didn't like Thunderdome. I wasn't a big
fan. I didn't
either.
That's what I'm saying. Like I thought, you know, they got back to like what made the Road Warrior really good in this. You know, it was like really dirty and grungy, and you didn't like the villains were just real scum. You know. You know, and that was like the main guy, Joe Immorta, I think his name was, and he was just like a piece of shit. You know, kept all these women around just to like impregnate them and have kids, and that's where he grew all those little what do you call them, the wild boys or something. All the guys with the skulls. You know, that guy tripped me out. That guy was funny. The guy on the with the guitar. Did you see this movie? Yeah. I mean, that thing was just ridiculous. Like I said, over the top, but just enough where it's still like, you know, just intense, and it's got a little bit of, you know, like it could have happened, you know, or could happen. But yeah, I mean, and then number two, obviously the original.
Yeah.
No, you don't even need the title on there. You just see that, and that's like
that movie was awesome.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It's for action, you know, post-apocalyptic action movie. You know, it's got everything. You get your gay motorcycle guys. But that guy kind of made the movie too. Like him being.
He was in Commando, remember?
Oh yeah, Commando. Yeah. He was in Weird Science too.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Commando. He was Matrix. No, Matrix.
No, Matrix was.
It was. What was
He was.
Bennett.
Bennett.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, let off some steam, Bennett.
Yeah. Use the knife.
Well, you know, once again, this will definitely be in another episode. But yeah, I mean, you get that. You know,
that guy was kind of funny.
Humongous. Yeah. Who, the Mohawk guy?
That guy. No,
oh, this guy. Yeah.
He was kind of. I liked him a little bit.
It was always like all those people were like just like kids. And you had to like keep them in line. You know what I mean? Like they were just like too wild.
This is probably the first movie that ever made me kind of feel like, almost feel like you know what the apocalypse would be like. Oh, shoot, the end of the world could be like this.
Scavenging for like the very first scene when he's like trying to pick up the drops of gas. You know what I mean? Like it's just the freaking guy.
Oh my god, that guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. When I was a kid, I thought that guy was huge.
Well, humongous.
But seeing him now,
I know, right? Yeah.
Myself, he's like, he's kind of muscular.
Yeah, he's like almost like a Jason Voorhees looking with that head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can't. You know, I don't think this would find its way far out of anybody's top 3 on the apocalypse list. So, but that's number 2 for me. Number 1, like I said earlier, I do like the dark and gritty, and this was probably like the closest to what it would actually be like. In my opinion, I think this is when there's like no hope. You know, and this movie was just bleak. You know, I did read this book before the movie came out, and I couldn't wait for this movie. And then I heard, you know, Viggo Mortensen was in it. You know, that just made it even better. I think he was incredible in it. I wasn't a big fan about the kid, Cody Smith McPhee. Well, he didn't really have to be that great. You know, it was more about him, and you know, just about him. There's a lot of similarities between this and my number 20, Light of My Life, with Casey Affleck, where, you know, it's just his whole life now is trying to keep his son, and not only that, but live long enough to be able to teach him how to live on his own once he dies, because he knew he was dying through the whole movie. He's you know, and that's one thing about this one too, is they never tell you what caused the apocalypse. Even in the book, they never tell you. Right. So it's, you know, it could have been anything. It could have been a comet, could have been a, you know, nuclear war or whatever. They never tell you. But like just the scenes too, like it's just like a scene right out of like Fallout, you know, like just like it just looks like what it would look like. You know, it's got that look, that feel. You know, the dirty, like, you know, pushing a carriage. You know, that's just how it would be.
It's downtown Providence. No.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right. You know. But that's the thing, like, and the road, they're just on this road, they keep going, and everything's the same. They never find anything better. Some good actors in it,
Gary
too,
Pearce.
you know. Yeah, Guy Pearce, Charlize Theron. And she's in my top 2 movies. I didn't even think of that. And Michael K. Williams, the late, great Michael K. Williams, and Robert Duvall there, too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, you just see like every scene is like, just like, you know, you just see like the hopelessness in it, and it's funny too because they do have that one part where they find that little bunker with all the food in it. It's like, it's almost like they just throw that little bit of like hope in there, like, you know, it's like, oh, and then they like hear a dog barking, and then dogs meet people, and boom, that's it, we gotta go. And the kid's like begging, like, why are we gonna go? And like, you know, they took what they could carry, and they're gone. It's just you know, you got, you know, and they had like, you know, those marauding bands of people running around that, like, to give that extra danger. They had the house with the cannibals in it. Like, there's just so much going on in this movie, but it all just centered around like the guy just trying to, with his last dying breaths, trying to do whatever he can to give his son a better chance to survive, even though there's probably no hope, you know. And the whole movie had the gun with just the 2 bullets in it. You don't want to use it. It was just for them, you know what I mean? It was just, you know, and hey, maybe not for everybody. You know, maybe this probably wouldn't be on some number 1 on some list because it's so dark. It's so
dark for me.
It's just like, you watch it, and it's like there's no like happy ending. I mean, a little bit like when Guy Pearce, his little band like finds the kid, and so like there's maybe some hope like he's gonna end up with this group, but yeah, it's like there's just nothing good, no happy thoughts in this movie.
I don't think I could because at that time it came out, it was the kids about Caden's age at the time. I was like,
I hear you, man. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's my number 1. You know, this is my list.
So when that movie came out, like the suicide rates went to the roof, huh?
Probably not, because half the people couldn't even finish watching it, I guess.
That was like Ma's, like, she loved that movie.
Yeah.
It was like one of her favorites.
She loves that guy.
Oh yeah.
It really is. It's just like so real. It's like so, maybe, but a lot of, that's not why some people, that's not why they go to the movies. They go to the movies to get entertained, not like, oh my God, this is what we're gonna look forward to, But if you could just take it as it is, and it's just a good story. It's Cormac McCarthy, who wrote the book. He's just a master storyteller. He doesn't get enough credit. He did, The Road. He did No Country for Old Men. Well, he did All the Pretty Horses, which wasn't that great, but just those two right there. And he's got another book that he wrote that I read that's really good. So Cormac McCarthy, if you got if you like reading, his books are pretty quick reads. They're really really good. And his movies, obviously, I mean that one. If you like it, you either like that or you just can't. Like you said, you just can't watch it. But
I watch it now. If I can watch it now, he's older.
Right.
So recommendation: you probably don't want to watch this movie with a glass of wine.
Not if there's any sharp objects nearby, at least. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate everybody sticking. I know this one was a long one. Hopefully Mario can do a little bit of magic with his editing.
Put it in 5 times fast forward.
But yeah, I think any final thoughts?
I don't know if you guys liked it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Help us out with that. Like the video if you like it. Any suggestions, put it in the comments below.
Yeah, please do. Because your suggestions, obviously we're a little raw. We're just starting out at this. We do it
for fun.
We do it for fun, and because we do have a genuine love for movies, just like a lot of people. Anybody that was watching this probably would. But we sit around talking about this stuff all day, and
now we want to share.
I think it's just so we always have some good takes. So any suggestions, comments, they all help. So yeah, please leave comments, subscribe, and hopefully you'll be here for the next one. So
take care, guys.
Thank you.
Be safe out there.
Peace. All right, we're hot. Whenever you guys want to stop. I'm recording. I'm not waiting.
You're recording?
So I can cut that. I can cut any of this shit out in the beginning. I don't want to miss
cut the shit.
This is good shit. This is my best shit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Misfits of the Universe. This is Anthony. I'm Big Norm. We got Mara in the back. Uh-oh. What happened?
Movieverse. You said universe.
Oh. Save that for the outtakes.
Take 42. We could be anything we want to be.
That's right.
Right now.
We could be the madams of the movieverse.
Oh, the cocksuckers of the universe, because you put masturbators of the universe. I was like, yeah, that's gonna go good.
The master debaters.
Oh shit!
All right,
ready?
What are we doing? All right,
just stay in character.
Yeah. Stay in character.
Ready?
It's recording this whole time, so whenever you're ready.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to.
I feel like I'm on a Saturday Night skit trying to fucking.
I should write the lines down or something.
Hey, when we stop, right? Let's just kind of like we're bopping our head to the fucking theme song, and then you can say what's up.
I'm not gonna fucking time it perfect.
No.
Yeah, you gotta time to the beat.
Look at these guys. They came and dropped their head on beat.
Hey, we're misfits.
We're misfits.
Oh, we can bop our heads and I'll just turn the fucking microphones into dicks later.
Nice. Big black veiny dicks. You should have made the microphones dicks. With balls on the bottom and the wire coming out the ass. This is like the umbilical cord. Could have made it like a peach color.
Oh shit.
A vein.
I'm having a wardrobe.
This is a vein.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Misfits of the Movieverse. You do it. What's my voice?
No, we keep talking the same.
Everybody shut up.
I keep talking right when you say it, so that's why I keep laughing. Because right when you say it, I'm still talking. I keep talking.
Oh, I'm going to get divorced tonight.
No.
That's what she said. All right. I'm going to be quiet.
Misfits of the Movieverse. Welcome, everybody. We are the Misfits of the Movieverse. That sucked. That was awful.
There's definitely gonna be an outtake fucking reel there. This is fucking.
Oh my goodness.
This is awesome. I can't wait to
That looks like a
post this
lightsaber right there.
You want me to give it a go? Or?
Yeah, you give it a shot. I'm off my game. I can't do it.
Oh shit! This is good stuff. All right. Betty Bubby Booger Bumpers. Betty Bubby Booger Bumpers.